When we multiply rational expressions, we multiply numerators and multiply denominators. But really what we do is factor and reduce to lowest terms. Let's see what we mean. Y squared minus 1 over y plus 2, this rational expression times this rational expression. I'm going to multiply numerators and multiply denominators and then reduce to lowest terms. So what I think I'll do is do that multiplication and factoring at the same time. Y squared minus 1 factors into y plus 1, y minus 1. Y squared plus 5y plus 6 factors into y plus 2 times y plus 3. And in the denominator, I have y plus 2 times y squared plus 2y minus 3, which factors into y plus 3 times y minus 1. And now I'll look for any factors common to the numerator and denominator. And let's see, I have y plus 1, nothing down here, y minus 1, and y minus 1, y plus 2, and y plus 2, y plus 3, and y plus 3. So when I reduce this to lowest terms, I have y plus 1 in the numerator divided by 1 in the denominator, which is simply y plus 1. So I did my multiplication and reducing to lowest terms really in one step. I multiplied numerators, multiplied denominators, and factored everything that I saw so that in the last step I could simply reduce to lowest terms. Division with two rational expressions is the same as it would be for fractions. I multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. So I'm going to do my factoring and my finding the reciprocal of the divisor at the same time. So first I'll factor a squared minus 5a plus 6. That will factor into a minus 2 times a minus 3. Now I'm going to multiply that times the numerator of what I get when this is turned into its reciprocal, which will be this, a squared plus 3a plus 2. So that will be a plus 1 times a plus 2. So that ends up in the numerator. Now my denominator over here will be the factored version of a squared minus 2a minus 3, which will be a minus 3 times a plus 1. And then I'm going to multiply that times this numerator here, which is a minus 5. So I've done two things. I've multiplied by the reciprocal and I've done my factoring at the same time. So the a minus 5 was in the numerator here, now it's in the denominator. This a squared plus 3a plus 2 was in the denominator, now it's in the numerator in factored form. Now all I have left to do is look for common factors and divide them out. A minus 3, those divide out. A plus 1, those divide out, and that looks like that's about it. So I end up with a minus 2 times a plus 2, all divided by a minus 5. So division with rational expressions, I simply multiply by the reciprocal, and then I do my factoring and reducing to lowest terms. Problem number 3, I want to multiply 3x minus 6 times x over x minus 2. All we have to do is think of this as having a denominator of 1. Then I'll use my same steps. I factor a 3 from each term here. I have 3 times x minus 2 times x when I multiply times that numerator, divided by 1 times x minus 2. My x minus 2's divide out, and I have left simply 3x. So just a couple of quick problems on multiplication and division with rational expressions.